You have Megyn Kelly. If no one knew this, she has turned Democrat because of this election.
And there's another woman, I can't think of her name, that's with Fox News too, that I think, did they co-anchor a debate?
That I'm not for sure of.
Anyway, there's another woman that is either friends with Megyn Kelly or co-anchored a debate with Megyn Kelly that has turned Democrat.
And it's all because of this 2016 election. That is pretty bad.
They had been straight Republicans.
Die-hard Republicans.
Saying they would never vote for a Democrat.
And now you have two candidates like Donald Trump
as Donald says,
and Ted Cruz.
People are flocking to the party like crazy. No, Don.
They're really not.
They're flocking away from it like crazy.
They're either turning Democrat or... They have three choices here. Don't vote, independent, or Democrat.
I think it's 74% of Republicans view Donald unfavorably.
Unfavorable, yes. So, I don't know, but this really saddens me to a point of disgust. And the way this election is even going with the Republican Party, and I know I'm going off the Donald Trump protests, but this is something that needs to be talked about. This cannot be stood for.
We've had protests in the past over candidates.
But not this bad.
But not like this.
This is ridiculous. This is... You know...
Every time there's an election, you have protests. You're going to have protests. That's what this country stands for. You can protest. You don't have riots.
No. If you're going to go out and protest, you protest peacefully and obey the law while doing it. I don't feel sorry for anybody that goes out, protests, and they break the law.
And get
arrested. I don't feel sorry for them because there's ways to protest.
The police need to do it with the Donald Trump supporters like they did back in the 60s over the Vietnam War. The one that threw the punch, they snapped the cuffs on them and drug them away. That's exactly what the police need to start doing.
And this might sound cruel, but this is what needs to happen.
What gets me is a 70-year-old that sucker punched the African American. They drugged the African American out of there.
And also there was another. I cannot remember if that's the same case or not. But Trump actually offered to pay legal fees. Is that the same exact case?
That's the same case
for this guy. And he's condoning that type of behavior.
And then say, well, I didn't tell him to do it.
Well, no. If Donald Trump would keep his dang rallies under control and keep what he says.
Hillary and Bernie seem to be keeping theirs under control.
I mean, they may have some stuff to say about each other, but it's nothing like this. Nothing like what's going on the Republican side.
And if you listen, and I'm not a Bernie fan.
Neither am I.
So, for you supporters out there of him, I'm sorry. But I will say this. With Hillary and Bernie, you know what they're standing for, what they want to do.
They've actually said...
I don't think I have even heard one of them talk about their poll numbers. At all.
And a while, I think it was 3 or 4 debates back on the Republican side, they talked about how big they were down there and you know where. On a debate stage, debating for
during the
highest office in the land.
During the family hour.
That'd be a great show to take your kids to, wouldn't it? So...
And... if you really want to know what makes Donald click, I love this. I was at Walmart today. This made me laugh. If you guys get a chance, go to Walmart. Because, and we're not plugging this, but I just saw it. They have a tape there, The Making of Trump.
Oh, God.
And it's a DVD.
Yes.
So if you want to find out how he works or thinks or clicks, I guess, buy this DVD.
Hopefully that tape doesn't brainwash you.
Yes, it probably does. Back in the 70s, they said, oh, they use subliminal messages to plant things in your brain. So probably he knows how to do it.
Hopefully that tape don't make you go out to
And
one of the
vote
Trump rallies.
Maybe
and
second
protest.
thought, I hadn't thought of that, Daddy B. Second thought, don't go by the tape.
I mean, I just don't. I don't understand it. Why this is even being stood for.
I am disgusted
in our country.
I am disgusted to be an American right now. I really am. This is the most disgraceful show of anything I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and it is. It really is.
I thought what happened to me at outside of Republican headquarters in my own little hometown, which is a very small town, was very disgusting. And it happened to me. But nothing like this. Nothing at all like this.
This is something else. God.
It's quit being entertaining. In the beginning, yes, it was very entertaining.
But then it's just gotten out of control.
It was very entertaining, Daddy B, to watch the debates.
But now it's just disgusting.
Now it's disgusting.
So I don't know. This just one thing can be said about that is it just cannot be stood for. We cannot be even attempting
if there really
stand for that crap.
If there's really 74% of Americans out there that are just totally disgusted with Donald Trump, they need to start telling people,
yes, they
come
do.
out of the woodwork.
Yes.
Then maybe he'll listen.
God.
And then on top of that, we have a more disgusting story, which if you didn't think it'd be more disgusting than that, in North Carolina. About a woman Republican that is running for, is it Senate? Her name is Kay Daley.
Running for Congress.
Running for Congress. She tried to defeat her incumbent, how many years? 6 years ago.
Yes, I do believe it was 6 years ago.
And she's running again.
And for those of you who don't know her name is Kay Daley.
I just said that, Eddie B.
Oh, okay.
Where were you?
Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure everyone got that name.
You got to quit taking these little naps.
And it's that way so people do not get this wrong. It's Kaydaley. Kay Daley.
They have a picture of her holding a big shotgun.
Oh, she's so mean. Ooh. God, give it a break.
And it's the candidate Congress, the gay Stapo, and LGBTQ mafia are after me for supporting HB2, which, if people don't know this, is the bathroom law. And if you don't know what the bathroom law is, it's so men cannot go into women's bathrooms if they're transgender.
Transgender or... So.
And now, Daddy B, tell the audience what she thinks of gays and transgender.
Well, you're not gonna believe this one.
And she's actually running on this platform.
Yes. Now, this is gonna be provocative.
No, it's not going to be provocative. It's disgusting. That's what exactly it is.
It's provocative to people who don't want to hear it, supposedly. But it needs to be heard.
But it needs to be heard. If you're voting for these people,
you need to hear this.
You need to read this and know what you're voting for.
Now, here's what she's calling gays and transgenders. She is calling them deviants. And they are mentally ill.
That's for the transgender are mentally ill. And sexual deviants are gays.
And perverts. Don't forget that one.
Yes,
Don't forget the pervert. Don't forget the pervert.
And she is running using those words on her stage when she's running.
So, and okay. This is what gets me. She thinks she's so mean because she can now blast the gay community and the transgenders and call them sexual deviants and perverts. That does really that doesn't make you. We're supposed to listen to that.
I don't care
God.
if you're straight, gay, lesbian, transgender, bi. This should disgust you.
Yes.
Even if you don't like gays, you should be disgusted by this. They keep saying that. Oh. Can't think of the word, Daddy B.
Agenda?
No.
Well, and, so, but she's banking on these words for her whole ideology that she's going to get into Congress. Banking on those ideas. And it's something else.
Discrimination.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to think of. I mean, this is totally. They keep saying it's dead in this country, and folks, it isn't.
It's really not. Racism, sexism.
This is almost bad as the 60s.
I mean, you've got racism, sexism. Oh God, just lots of words. And she thinks, by calling transgender and gays deviants, mentally ill, and perverts, I can get into Congress because I'm carried daily and I have a big gun in my back in a forest. Oh my God! Give it a break.
Why don't we put her with Sarah Palin and they go hunt deer?
I mean, they're on the same level with each other. They're both dumb. But anyway.
Yes, and if you're listening, Kay Daly, as we said, you're dumb.
Yes. I think you really are. This woman's ideology.
I want to know what happened to the Republican Party from the 70s till now.
God.
I don't get it.
So, I mean, she posted I had found, I'll try, when we get the website up, we will post this picture on the website.
Our website's not up.
Our website's not up, it's down at the moment. But she had a picture, and you're not going to believe this one, a picture of her burning
a bra.
No,
that was
the gay pride flag.
Oh, good God, I hadn't seen that one.
Yes, I had just dug that one up, and there's one of her burning the gay pride flag. And then this gets even better.
You're kidding.
No, I am not. She also has a poster by this flag saying, "Go home, deviants." Is this really the smut we want put out? Is this really who we want in our Congress?
Well, if we go back, and now I'm going to piss off everybody in listening land I know. But I've been to North Carolina. And, I don't know if you all remember the show Mayberry, or the Andy Griffith show,
yeah.
And they lived in Mayberry. And they all talk sort of like this. Well, they do. And I, in my opinion, yes, I can't see them putting in a transgender bathroom in Mayberry right now, because if they had of probably Andy's girlfriend Helen and Barney's girlfriend
Thelma
Lou would probably take in the big purses and beat the crap out of them. But I just can't see it. But
But on the flip side of that, no one should say that crap. If you have that kind of view, leave it. Just don't even say it. Okay, we get it. Okay, you don't like gays or transgenders. Okay, that's fine. But you don't need to use that kind of crap and say that. Just all you got to say is, I don't like transgenders or gays.